everybody, Justin Worden, you're watching What's New in Electronics. We are here at IPC Apex in Anaheim, California, 2024. It's day one. We're wrapping it up, and I'm here with Jason Norman from EVS International. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
So, I mean, we know what you guys do, right? Solder recovery.
That's it, that's what we do.
But here's an interesting question.
Go on.
Tell us about your product.
Okay.
Not my product, not your customer's product. Let's hear about your product.
Let's hear about my product. Okay, our product is, we are EVS solder recovery systems. We manufacture a full range of solder recovery systems, different sizes to suit everybody's needs within the industry. So we range from a £5 capacity all the way up to a £40 capacity machine. By using our machine, the customer can reduce his monthly solder purchase by at least 50% by recycling or removing the solder that's already in the solder dross that they're currently selling to the solder supplier or the recycler at a fraction of the actual cost of the product. Solder has increased threefold since COVID. Mm-hmm. Tin prices have just gone up to over $30,000 a ton, and that will filter down eventually to the solder manufacturer and increase the solder price.
The obvious answer to this question is the price of solder has been going up.
Yep.
So your value has gone up too, right? I mean, you're probably busier than ever. But I mean, just getting this whole process started and dealing with it, I mean, honestly, it just sounds like a lot of work. Right?
No, not really, no. Because
that's where you guys come in.
That's it. So we've got a range of machines. So what usually happens is the dross is coming from selective soldering or wave solder machines where they've got to remove the dross on an hourly basis or a shift per cycle basis, and they will throw that into a bin, send the bin off a tin bin to recycle. So what the customer would do if they invest in our product, instead of throwing the dross into the bin, they'll put it in the machine, let the machine work, fully automatic machine, press the cycle start button, runs through anything from a 25-minute to an hour process depending on the size of the machine, and that extracts all the solder out of their dross, separates the oxides from the solder, puts it into the dross bin, so that can then go off to recycling, and it will reduce their solder purchase by at least 50%.
And this is all done on-site?
On-site, in-house recycling.
So, I mean, that also cuts down on the shipping costs and all that, and all the logistics going into moving a large amount of product.
Absolutely, yeah. So our product is very green, ozone-friendly product. ISO 14001, recycle, reduce and reuse. We're trying to save the planet as well.
There you go. That's the buzzword right there. Yeah, go green, man. Especially here in California. Let's go with the theme. So, absolutely. So, are you seeing all across the board emerging markets, or are there certain spaces that you're seeing a higher demand than others?
Across the board, really. You know, customers who have not looked at our products in the past because solder prices were low. Now they've increased. You know, we're all in business to make a margin, aren't we? So if you can't produce any more products, you can reduce your costs. You're making a bigger margin. And with solder prices ever increasing, there's never been a better time than today to invest into an EVS solder recovery system. Yeah,
now I'm sure you still probably come across potential customers where they kind of look at it and go, well, we already paid for it. You know, it's kind of a sunken cost. Once we're done with it, we kind of just throw it away. You know, how do you kind of get them to kind of switch gears and think about how to make that money back?
Well, they won't throw the dross away because they're going to get paid for somebody for their waste. What most customers don't realise is the true value of what's left in their waste, because it's just dross and they don't see the value of it. What we can actually do, we have a range of machines. We have a small machine that we can put in the trunk of a car, and we can take it around the country and we take it into the customers to do a live demonstration with their waste. And once they see the machine working, they see the true value of the product. That's when the buck drops, basically. You know, they can see the true value, they can see how much they can potentially save, and they can also see how much they're being charged for by the solder supplier and how much they can reduce the costs. On an average, our recovery on our machines runs from anything from 50 to 75%. So we can reduce their monthly solder purchase by at least 50%, sometimes even more.
Yeah, and I mean, the key thing I'm hearing is that full service effect, because, let's be honest, there's quite a few companies out there that want to buy back your solder. Yeah. They want to buy it back, and it's a lucrative business for a lot of people when done right. So, I'm sure everyone here that has the option to sell it, they're probably getting approached by quite a few companies similar to EVS International. What really kind of sets you guys apart?
Well, I wouldn't say that we're not the only company in the world that have a solder recovery system. We like to pride ourselves on what we do. We make a fully automatic system. Everything locks down. There's all the health and safeties. We've got fume extraction, so there's never any smell, smoke, or dust out of our machine. A lot of our competitive machines, very raw, very, put your fingers in the wrong place, you're going to lose them. Our machine fully locks down, full of health and safety, CE approved, and it's got a really good high recovery rate.
Well, I think the key is that you guys are really reinvesting back into the product, because the recovery business has always kind of been like a leftover, like, just take our waste and go. Mm-hmm. But as the demand is going up, it just seems like the industry as a whole is advancing on a technical scale. It's becoming a much more relevant business, and your products are just getting technically advanced.
Oh yeah. Our latest product is really super product, and we're pushing the boundaries all the time. Of we can extract, if it's there, we can extract it. If it's not there, we can't extract it. I'm an electrician. I'm not a magician. I can't pull a rabbit out of a hat. If the customer's got alloy in there, I can certainly pull it out, and I can certainly give it him back, which is going to reduce his solder purchase by at least 50%.
Well, I can tell you this. We covered some hot buttons on this conversation, so people are going to be intrigued on how to get a hold of you. What's the best way?
Come to our website is www.solderrecovery.com, and we can offer any customer anywhere in the US a free of charge, no obligation demonstration where we show them the machine running, put their dross in the machine, show them it running, work out the recovery rate, work out the return on investment, and then we can quote for a machine from there depending on the size of the machine.
No risk, all reward.
Yep.
Let them do the work for you. Give Jason a call, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.